The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
Yeah, that's all over the news now about Attorney General Bondi supposedly said she has a list. Hi, Rich Cole. Welcome back to the show. Rich is talking. Attorney General Bondi supposedly said she has a list on her desk and she's going to release this magical list that's going to have people they think of, very important politicians who spent time with Jeffrey Epstein at his island, flew down on his private plane to spend time with little girls. So that's what all the news. But the main thing is they say MAGA, which is a part of the Republican Party, Trump supporters. I'll get into that later. MAGA's all upset with Trump because it was supposed to be totally transparent. So far, Trump has been transparent, and he isn't on this, they're saying. Bondi said she has the list and that she will release it. Did she really say that? Let's listen here.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
See, she said she has it on her desk. She didn't say the list, but here's what others are saying.
Well, Pam Bondi, Attorney General, said today herself that that's not what she meant when she said the words, the client list is on my desk. But you heard the words as well as I did. She said the client list is on my desk.
I don't know her, but I hear she's a very much a MAGA reporter and pretty upset. Here's some other people. These are people on the left, far left, that taken their position on it and see what they say.
February, March, and April of this year, 3 different instances where Pam Bondi talks about the Jeffrey Epstein client list. This is from February.
Go for it. So this is the first one.
May be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So that's the first one.
So have you seen anything?
That's the first one. Then it goes to the next one.
And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept, Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m., thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Cash is going to, Director Patel, is going to get us a detailed report as to why the FBI...
So far we know. Now go to the next one, Rob. And this is after O'Keefe Media Group found
the
a
restaurant,
video.
The restaurant, right?
Yeah, the restaurant. Yeah. So after O'Keefe Media Group found the video, and Pam Bondi, this is what she had to say. Go for it.
Yeah, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that. I haven't seen that statement, but I'll call him.
What's the truth here? Did she have the list and who's on it? Here's the theories. They're saying that Trump is on the list or some of his close friends, so Trump doesn't want it released, and that's why she's holding on to it. But think about that a minute. The Democrats had all these files for years. They would have, if Trump was on it, they would have told everybody before the election, and they didn't. The other thing is the Democrats are being very, very quiet about this whole thing. Where's Schumer? Where's other high-ranking Democrats? It seems suspicious. Then you wonder, is there really a list? She said she has a lot of pages, and the thing is, there could be a list of victims, the young girls. You don't want to release those names. That wouldn't be fair. Here's what Alan Dershowitz has to say about it.
So let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. And they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them. But I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know. But I hand to God I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them. And that's wrong.
Someone accused Prince Andrew and got a settlement. And then Dershowitz, really, he went to court, fought this, and won. She admitted that she really didn't know Dershowitz, didn't think he was the guy. And Dershowitz had plane tickets and everything to prove where he was at certain times. And so he was exonerated totally from this. But through the process, it's how he learned some things. There's some kind of a list out there, probably, but it'll be our grandchildren to finally see the names. They'll wait till everybody's dead, and then they'll release the list. That's my theory. The other thing is they keep talking about MAGA. I think about it, am I MAGA? I have supported Trump, but I don't really know. So I decided to look into it, see what MAGA is. Did some research, and here it is. So how did MAGA originate? Well, the slogan, Make America Great Again, was first used by Ronald Reagan. Trump adopted and branded it during his 2016 presidential campaign. MAGA then evolved into a full-blown populist nationalist movement with its own identity, culture, and priorities. So what's the difference between a Trump supporter and a MAGA movement member? Well, a Trump supporter might support Trump for policy or party. A MAGA movement believes Trump is a political outsider fighting for the people. Trump supporter could also like DeSantis, Haley, or others. A MAGA guy or girl often views Trump as irreplaceable. A Trump supporter is less vocal, more mainstream. A MAGA movement member is passionate, rallies, wears MAGA gear, and is active online. A Trump supporter may disagree with Trump on some issues, but a MAGA member, his loyalty to Trump is often personal and unwavering. A Trump supporter may vote GOP out of habit, where a MAGA movement member votes based on MAGA-aligned candidates, even if that means challenging GOP candidates. Okay, the core belief and themes of MAGA. I kind of like this stuff. America first, prioritizing American interests in trade, foreign policy, and immigration. Populism, opposing the elite political class, media, and global institutions, giving voice to the forgotten working classes. Border security, strong support for building a wall, strict immigration enforcement, and limiting illegal immigration. Economic nationalism, this is timely, support for tariffs, bringing back manufacturing, opposing global trade deals seen as harmful to American work, and anti-establishment, deep distrust of the federal bureaucracy, the deep state, corporate media, and establishment Republicans, rhinos. I don't know, how can you disagree with that stuff? I am totally in agreement with it. Finally, cultural conservatives, defending traditional values, opposing political correctness, DEI mandates, and progressive ideologies in schools and media. All this would include men and women's locker rooms and boys and girls' bathrooms. And finally, election integrity. Many MAGA supporters believe the 2020 election was stolen and pushed for election reforms. This is a little chart I made right after the election, which could explain why a lot of people are suspicious about the 2020 election. You'll see that Hillary beat Clinton beat Trump by about 3 million popular votes. The total votes were 128 million. Then in 2020, Trump had a modest increase, went up, well, modest, he went up 11 million. But you'll see where from Clinton to Biden, it went up 15 million more votes. The total was 155 million for both. Then in 2024, Trump had a modest increase to 74 million. Biden went way down to 70 million. He went down 11 million. Why is that? That's why the MAGA people are so suspicious. Where did those votes go? Where did they come from and where did they go? They were gone in 2024. Very, very suspicious. Well, we covered whether Bondi is hiding a list or if there is a list or who knows. Told you what MAGA is. I found that kind of interesting to me and showed you why a lot of them are suspicious of the 2020 election. Can't do much about it, but I'm suspicious too. Thanks so much for watching. I'd like your comments. Let me know if you agree, what you think about. Is there a list? Who might be on it? And whether it's being suppressed, or if there really is no list. Really like to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe, and we will be back very soon. Bye now.